Round 5 continues in Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division. We've got a grand final rematch from the 2016 decider between Keilor and Aberfeldy. Both have had the week off. Their form's been a bit interesting, particularly Aberfeldy. They've been a bit touchy so far this year. I think Keilor's coming in better form. Does Aberfeldy right the ship in this one?
Yeah, look, it'll be interesting to see who the ins are. You know, who does Aberfeldy get back? Keilor are almost at full strength, although, Chief,
what have we got?
Apparently there's a
movement at the station.
Apparently a former AFL player. Is there any truth
to
this
as we
rumour?
know, Andrew Brown will be out for a fair while. He's suffered an injury. Can't remember what it was.
Broken arm or wrist, some sort of arm injury?
Something to do with that, Ben McManus tells us. But Biggie Van Marich, who is a Keilor junior, 1 point junior, cleared last week to return to Keilor.
Wow.
He could make his debut on Saturday.
Marriage, the voice.
The voice.
Have you heard him on the radio?
No.
He would
Should we get him on the EDFL Tonight podcast?
He would have one of the most... I don't want to get, too over the top here, but he would have one of the most amazing voices known to man. He's just a beautiful talker.
Okay, we'll get him on. We'll try and get Biggie Van on.
He's very soft, but very, he's amazing.
He's had a haircut since his playing days, hasn't he?
No mullet? Oh. He's got to go with a mullet.
I think he's played since
he's got to be running with a mullet down at Keilor.
I think that's one of my favourite football memories. It might have been, well, you would know this one, Adem Papal. It was an elimination final a couple of years ago. He kicked a goal against Carlton. And he put the two arms up, and there was just the mullet flowing in the back.
And 2013.
I think they went down in that game, but that was one of the great goals I remember watching.
It was a snap around the corner. I remember it fondly. It's Carlton's last piece of glory.
Last game he played was last year's VFL Grand Final against Port Melbourne.
That's a huge in. Hopefully we see him on Saturday.
EDFL teams will be released Friday afternoon. We'll see if he's among the ins. Keilor Ubbers.
Huge game. Look, I
think Keilor win.
I'm bullish on Keilor after their last few weeks. I think they've been great. They've got a real good mix. Some young kids really playing well through the midfield. Aberfeldy a little bit down. It'll be interesting to see who they get back. As Reamers play this week. I think Keilor get the points.
But I tell you what, it's a sort of game when if Aberfeldy win this one, we say, hey, well and truly, we think Aberfeldy are probably back.
We probably do. It's like that, isn't it? You're right teams off. They have big wins against a potential premiership contender in Keilor. And we're not writing Aberfeldy off at all. We think they're a quality team. We think they'll be there at the point in
they'll bounce back
season.
Eventually. Yeah.
They're just going through a small rut.
We'll find out a bit about them on the weekend. Another big game is Greenvale Paco, and we know Paco have been battling a little bit. The fact that they're not at home, probably an advantage, because they don't play well at Rayburn.
It takes the pressure. It does take the pressure off.
Section Road might suit it.
Everyone's going to be tipping Greenvale this week. I don't know about you, Sprouts. But
Danger game for the Jets.
But I'll be tipping Greenvale.
I'm tipping Greenvale.
But it's pressure's off. Pressure's off Pascal Vale. It's their time to shine. It's their opportunity to shine. Can big Matty Watson kick a big
good
bag?
Start.
Can Lockie Hansen really... He's probably been going so-so. We probably want to see more from Lockie Hansen. Can he really make a statement?
It needs to make a statement,
Play some good games, yeah.
We want to see him take, 12 or 15 marks in the back line and really...
Well, the tandem, Hansen-Watson played well against Strathmore. And they had a really good win against Strathmore. Paco did a couple of weeks ago at Lebanon.
Yeah.
Big game.
Good game. Good, 2 really good games of football this week.
Jets.
Jets.
EDFL match of the day. We're going to get our first look this week. City Oval, Coburg City Oval. It's West Coburg taking on Essendon due to Stars. You can hear that one live from 2 p.m. on 98.9 Northwest FM and the EDFL live app, mixler.com/EDFL Footy. I'll be there calling. Sprouts, you're back?
No.
You're not back? Another week off?
Another bye.
AP,
He's got a lot of buys, the old Sprouts.
You don't do match of the day, so I guess I'll represent the EDFL.
At some stage I want to. I thought there was a discussion last week that I'm a chance to make an appearance. I'm keen.
You make one a year usually. One broadcast a year.
Yeah, I'm keen over the next few weeks to...
All right.
Particularly with Sprouts,
don't give
absolutely giving us nothing.
You're not giving Carlton a chance on Saturday, Arvo? Might be the only game you win. It might be the only game you win all year.
I didn't say I was going to do it this week because they may be a minute chance this week.
Peps and I, Kane Hocking, will handle it from Coburg City Oval. It's a big game for West Coburg.
Do you think West Coburg will be a little bit disappointed that they didn't have this game at the Shortress? Just to give them that home ground advantage.
Didn't really work for them against
Coburg City Oval, evens it up a little bit from that ground perspective.
I think
Essendon do the Stars are going like a busted.
The off-field benefits of City Oval outweigh the on-field advantages.
Yeah. Sure, but 4 points is pretty important.
I think West Coburg should win it regardless.
They should get the win.
It doesn't matter if they're playing at Shore Reserve or Windy Hill or Coburg City Oval. They should be beating due to Stars.
Essendon due to Stars should be excited though, because this is an opportunity.
Yeah. That said, though, more transfers news. Jack Lant is a pending clearance for Sunbury Lions as we speak.
He's out again.
There is a pending clearance for the Sunbury Lions as we speak for Jack Lant.
That's big.
I mean, interleague player last year for
quality,
EDFL.
real quality player. They don't want to lose Jack Lant. I mean, I'm assuming he's contracted, so yeah. I mean, Do the Stars in their right can hold on to him. I would have thought.
West Coburg, Essendon, Do the Stars live 2 p.m. on 98.9 Northwest FM. Did you give your tips?
Burgers.
West Coburg.
West Coburg. Best division in local footy. Essendon 4 Division 1.
Another big week.
We have some amazing games coming up. The two Eagles. We have the Eagle off.
Is there ever not a good game? Is there ever not a good game in Div 1?
This is an amazing round coming up. Round 5 in Essendon 4 Division 1. We have the first Eagle off. These two sides have, funnily enough, not met since round 14, 2005.
Eagle versus
Airport West
Eagle.
and Craigieburn have not been in the same division for that long. What's that, 12 years now? 13 years.
That's amazing.
And they're both playing very good footy at the moment.
How has that happened? That's amazing.
Well, we had it
They've just yo-yoed, just not met each other.
12 months ago. It was one Eagle up, one Eagle down.
They just haven't gelled. They haven't gelled. It'll be a huge game this week.
It's a massive game at DSA Reserve.
It's going to be cold too. It's going to be. I think it's going to be 13 degrees. It's going to be a little bit of rain about. It's going to be 20.
Well, who does that suit?
20 to 40 mil on
Craigieburn.
Who will that
Friday.
suit? Craigieburn?
I think.
Craigieburn it will. Airport West won't enjoy going up to DS Aiken Reserve.
Yeah, I think Craigieburn win at home.
I think the Eagles.
I'm going for the Eagles.
I think the Eagles win that one too. This is another
absolute
massive
Eagle
game.
off.
Another home game for Tullamarine against quality opposition. Hillside had a massive win last week. It's the Demons and the Sharks at Leo Dunedin.
Yeah, look, I'm sure that DC will have Tulla up and going in the first half, unlike what happened on Saturday. They'll have a lot of confidence from that last quarter on Saturday. Huge game. Look, it's a big game for Hillside. You know, they happen to knock off Tullamarine. Give them a real boost in confidence for season 2018. They obviously had a massive win on last Saturday.
Could be a factor that Hillside had a somewhat easy win. Tulla had to do it the hard way.
Yeah,
probably spent more petrol tickets.
Absolutely.
Could that be a factor?
Possibly, yeah.
7-day break though. I mean, you get the 7-day break. They do their recovery and the rehab correctly. You know, they should be pretty professional as Div 1
players. Do they
players.
in 4 Division 1? Hit the pools?
Absolutely, they do.
These two would.
No, they
two of the professional units.
Well, if they're not, there's a problem. They should be.
You'd think these.
They should be doing the right recovery.
I reckon Jock and DC are making sure all that's being ticked off.
Absolutely.
Big game.
Tullamarine just in a belter.
You're struggling in the tips this year in the EDFL records.
I think he's doing for a couple of.
He's coming last at the moment.
I don't think I can win.
There's been a lot of talk about it, Sprouts. A lot of talk about it.
I want to tip Tullamarine, but you know that potent Hillside attack. Tullamarine by 2 points. It'll be a close one. Another close one for Tulla.
Jacana takes on East Keilor. Now, this is a big game as well because both sides desperately need a win.
The pressure's on East Keilor. The pressure is on East Keilor.
It's at Jacana, but you're right.
They would not want to lose to Jacana the way Jacana is going at the moment. East Keilor coming to the season as one of the almost in that discussion around a premiership.
Well, given what they brought in on paper, it looked like they were probably going to be a contender this year.
And they've been really disappointing. The pressure is on East Keilor. They wouldn't want to go down to Jacana and lose this one. They win for mine, and they probably win by 5 goals plus.
Do they need to win comfortably as well? Do they need to or just get the W? Is it?
Well, look, they need a W. But we'd like to see a
scrappy win's a win. A win's a win. Yeah.
As far as sort of the ladder positioning goes, I think they just need the win considering how convincingly other teams are beating Jacana, like percentage-wise, as far as relegation and whatnot goes. But they just need to win in that sense. But for the Cougars to make a statement, they need to win by at least, you think 10 goals. If they want to
turn their season around...
I don't think they will make a statement, to be honest, but I think they need to win by 10 goals more.
Can they turn their season around, East Keilor, and play finals?
Possibly. Well,
they'd want to get a move on because it hasn't been a great start so far.
No, it's been ordinary.
Remarkably, in Essendon 4 Division 1, we've got 4 50-50 coin flip games, and the last one as well is very tough to tip. Taylor's Lakes hosting West Meadows.
I think Taylor's Lakes is the comfortable tip this weekend, Chief.
It's the
comfortable tip.
That's the one
I think all the other ones are...
You're betting your house on.
Relatively, if you had to... What's that sort of tipping game when you have to pick
pick one or a win?
Last man standing or whatever it's called? I think I'd be picking Taylor's Lakes this week.
Really? Over East Keilor?
Over West Meadows.
It's a sure bet. It's your lock.
No, all right. Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, yeah. I think Taylor's Lakes beating West Meadows is a more convincing tip than East Keilor beating Jacana.
Teams will be interesting this week as well.
West Meadows were really disappointing last week.
Teams will be interesting as well for Taylor's Lakes. They had some big outs last week. We mentioned Jackson, Wright, James Vistorini. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
We'll wait for that on Friday.
Yeah. Look, I think Taylor's Lakes get the points, but I think it'll be closer than what people actually anticipate, particularly if there's a bit of rain around.
Strathmore Community Bank Division 2, the Northern Saints. I think they had the bye last week and they play Coburg Districts. These are two sides that need a win.
Yeah. Look, Coburg Districts.
Is that your tip? Or
no, it's
just
not.
Thinking loud.
No, I'm just
pondering.
Northern Saints, I think they win, and I think they win well. Coburg Districts are down on confidence, and I think if Northern Saints get off to a good start early, they could pile on the goals.
Coburg Districts aren't as bad as 1-3 though.
No, they're not.
They've got to turn it around at some point.
They do.
I mean, this is a game where they could.
And hopefully we speak
to
the Tank Card next week and find out.
We'll speak to Tank soon on EDFL tonight, hopefully. Sprouts?
I think Northern Saints, they're potent forward line, the two guns up forward. You saw Coburg Districts couldn't keep Cavalli and Fawkes quiet. I think the Northern Saints get the win.
Hadfield takes on Moonee Valley. That's a very tough matchup on paper for Hadfield.
It's going to be a very, there's going to be a lot of goals kicked. I suppose it's a good opportunity to see how Moonee Valley kick for goal, potentially if they want to have a player join the academy.
The Shank.
Sprouts
House of accurate, notable kicking.
Yep. I think Moonee Valley get the win.
Really?
And finally, Roxburgh Park, Burnside Heights.
Yeah, look, good opportunity for... I don't know about a coin flip. I think Roxburgh Park start favourite. What do they do with Cavalli? Can they reduce Cavalli to 3 goals and less? Who comes back for Roxburgh Park? I think Roxburgh Park win at home.
Yeah, I'm tipping Roxy as well.
That three-pronged attack, as we spoke about earlier in the show.
That's really dangerous.
Capuano, Sard, Hamza, all three play. They should outscore Cavalli, Fawkes on their own. They should.
You think they win? If
they win the midfield battle in particular.
It's going to be, it's going to be interesting. I'll be checking the results of that one during the day. If Burnside Heights happen to have a sniff at 3/4 time,
give them every chance.
Pretty exciting.
Just finally, grading now complete in EDFL Women's. Burnside Heights and Hillside both got big wins on the weekend for round 5. Round 5
they're looking like the favourites, the Bears.
They're looking very good. Brooke McKinley has been a star this year. 4 games quickly, just one word tips. Friday night game, Aberfeldy Strathmore.
Abbas at home, under lights.
Looking good so far. They're 2-1 so far this year. Sunbury Kangaroos, Pascoe Vale. This is a very good game. Paco absolutely dominating at the moment.
Pascoe Vale. It's hard to go past Pascoe Vale.
Pascoe Vale, they're in good form. That percentage at card, what is it, 28,500?
Yeah, that's not a typo. That is their percentage at the moment.
That's crazy.
It's huge, Pascoe Vale.
Another game in Sunbury as well. The Sunbury Lions taking on Avondale Heights, Taylor's Lakes, the combined side. You expect the Sunbury Lions to win that one, although they've been a bit funny this year. 2-2 so far, the Lions.
Lions to roar.
I'm going to go the upset. I think Avondale Heights, Taylor's Lakes can get the win here.
That's on Sunday, 2:20 at Clark Oval, and then 2:35 DS Aiken Reserve. Craigieburn back in action against Keilor, last year's premier.
I think Keilor probably just a little bit too good for Craigieburn.
Yeah,
it's close on paper.
It's amazing that it's their second team too.
Yeah.
I mean, Keilor for mine.
Craigieburn still looking for their first win. That's it. That's all the tips for the weekend coming up across the 4 divisions now of EDFL footy, and that is... couple of games we'll be keeping a close eye on.
It's an absolute
EDFL Live.
It's a beautiful weekend. It's a beautiful weekend for footy.
The tips will be absolutely chaotic across all the competitions.